The Yukon punches above its weight for attracting mining investment. Executive Director of Invest Yukon is Anne Lewis. Anne, welcome to Kitco.
Michael, wonderful to see you.
If an investor was considering holding a junior or a minor with a project based in the Yukon, what are some of the advantages that would come from operating in the region?
I think what always comes to mind first is the history of the Yukon, which has laid a very strong foundation for the territory. Of course, it kicks off with the Klondike Gold Rush, and we actually just celebrated our 125th anniversary of that this year. Really, what that does, though, is it's just built a very strong foundation for us to grow a very diverse sector from the supply service sector and the people that work in the industry, and expanding from gold all the way across the precious base metal and critical mineral sector. And it's been really exciting to kind of see how that expands and how, when you can come from that initial place and really build a strong sector, you have a very good ecosystem to work with.
Obviously, first-tier mining jurisdictions are coming to the fore, Anne.
Yeah, ESG leadership is something that we have been promoting, for many years. We just didn't call it that. With self-governing First Nations in the territory for more than 25, sometimes 30 years, partnerships are at the foundation of how we advance as a territory, and that's been true for quite some time now. Of course, working with First Nations is only part of that really important advancement. And with that came the environmental regulations, the innovation and technology, the low impact exploration, and of course a strong commitment to reclamation. So we see Yukon really as a first world leader in this, and it's been really exciting to be able to talk about that and to show people what ESG in action looks like.
Beyond First Nations, I mean, it's important if you're doing mining that you have, well-developed community stakeholder relationships. And, when you're up in the Yukon, you really see that mining is central to the area.
That's definitely very true. Of course, mining is our number one private sector and GDP contributor. And so when you have the communities really understanding that history and that foundation, everything from your coffee shop partnerships all the way to your expediters, and then on site, that full ecosystem from exploration through to production is critical.
Also, being a first-tier mining jurisdiction, what is crucially important is government support. Can you talk about how government is involved and how it's supporting the mining sector up in the Yukon?
Certainly. One of the ones that is most obvious is the support of Yukon Mining Alliance. The Invest Yukon and Connection to Investors is a partnership that we have with the government, and we work with the Departments of Economic Development and the Yukon Geological Survey and Energy, Mines and Resources, as well as Highways and Public Works. And it's really important to connect investors with the most recent and pertinent information that they need to understand how the jurisdiction's evolving. So they're side by side with us normally, hopefully, on the road, and we'd like to get back out there and be doing that again. But certainly through projects like our Invest Yukon property tours that we do in the summer, and then our upcoming virtual release of them here.
How's the infrastructure in the Yukon?
It's been really exciting to see the advancements. I think there's a lot of myths and misconceptions about operating in the North. Yukon certainly is quite unique. We've got a very established road network that has had significant recent investment. The Resource Gateway project saw a number of new announcements. Just this year alone, we saw an additional $63 million committed towards the Mayo District, which is, of course, where Alexco and Victoria Gold are operating, and we see Banyan there year-round. And that's been really exciting for Banyan in particular, who's got, I think, 3 drills now, maybe headed to more. And they're going to be drilling all the way up till Christmas, take a short break, and then be back in January. So that infrastructure is what's allowed us to really move from just a seasonal jurisdiction for some projects to more year-round.
You mentioned some names there. Maybe kind of catch us up on Banyan, Victoria Gold, and Alexco. I mean, these were projects that moved to production not too recently.
So Alexco and Victoria Gold both moved to production in the last 2 years. And of course, we also saw the Minto mine resume production as well. This is pretty exciting. Yukon now has 3 producing mines and diverse commodities. So this really just speaks to the diversity of the mineralogy here in Yukon and moving projects from that exploration stage all the way to production. Of course, Alexco, a primary silver producer, Victoria Gold, and Minto being a copper gold. And Minto's exciting right now as well, a private company that's just getting ready to wrap some financing and list publicly. So it's it creates a big foundation for the juniors as well to advance and to see that these projects have moved through permitting and then into production.
How do you learn more about investing in the Yukon, Anne?
Number one way is investyukon.ca, our website, our social media, and of course, reaching out to our Invest Yukon team here and the companies. There's more than 20 members of Yukon Mining Alliance in our Invest Yukon team, and that just shows how many leaders in exploration and mining we have. We started just over 10 years ago now, and with 5 companies, and now we're going to tip over 20 as we head into the new year. So lots of companies advancing projects.
Anne, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks very much, Michael.
I've been speaking with Anne Lewis. She is Executive Director of Invest Yukon. My name is Michael McRae, and you are watching Kitco Mine.